Hi, everybody. Welcome back to part two of session 163 of Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way, and we're continuing to follow the Crass Menagerie. This last night and this morning, they had been within the alabasters of the Unveilers, uh, hidden here within the Lyceum district of Whitlaw, where they were discussing the events of the last 4 or 5 days for them uh, to Afuma, the master of the Unveilers in this region, who also happens to be a council member for the Whitlaw, the city of Whitlaw. Uh, they gave him a fairly detailed and accurate rundown of all the different events, their encounters, the strange sources of magic that they've encountered, the individuals that they ran into, the enemies that they've dispatched, uh, the historical importance of the things that they've done, and uh, as well as left them with some things to research and uncover to assist them, to assist the menagerie. Uh, Before leaving, um, by the behest of one Opal, who was extremely pissed off at Rock, especially, uh, as they were able to do communication via sending spells. The menagerie decided to make a stop over by Tavard's Tantalizing Trove. This unassuming and rather boring exterior of an establishment uh, let Cielo and Ben down based on all the hype that the Crass Menagerie were giving it as they were discussing it. However, upon turning the doorknob and entering this space, it looks like the inside does not match the outside, and they are in a massive space that is wildly decorated and houses all manners of knickknacks and articles of study and curiosities and who knows what else. As we pick up, as the menagerie cross the threshold, the door closing itself behind them, the doorknob clicking and turning, and for most of the my players, a recognizable face at the end of the uh, on the other side of the room behind the countertop. Tam, hey guys,
Hey Tim.
wasn't expecting you.
Yeah, yeah. We're back sooner than expected for sure. Uh, this is Ben and Cielo. They're new to the menagerie.
Hey,
Cielo,
hey,
Cielo, you're
huh?
cute.
Oh, oh, you're you're cute too.
Thanks.
I have a question. How? And I just like point at the door.
Yeah. Um, trade secret.
Oh,
But yeah, you're in a pocket space. The regular customers, they don't they they can't enter here. But you guys are. And she does like thumbs up in the air, and
We're
you guys are special.
VIPs.
I thumbs up. I thumbs up back at her.
Y-
Um, not a very easy. Well, not a very well kept trade secret.
Um, you'll see that Cielo, she kind of motions her hand up to one of the counters immediately behind her, where there's books and there's vials and there's urns and there's stuffed animals galore, and she mage hands essentially a stuffed bunny and pops it in front of her. Looks at it, looks at you, looks at it, looks at you, starts petting the bunny.
I'm gonna.
Hey, Cielo, you
Hey,
know those all those stuffed animals used to be people who couldn't keep their mouths shut about this place. FYI.
what?
Just
Seriously?
just say. I mean, they're pretty nice, but they run a tight ship.
Oh, and as how high? How are you saying this softly, or are you saying it just kind of out loud?
Uh low like I'm fake keeping it a secret.
Got it, but loud enough for
Stage
Tam to hear it.
whisperer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're doing that, Cielo, all of a sudden the light coming in from the windows goes like it all of a sudden becomes nighttime, and you just hear this rumor of thunder and this crash and this burn, and the lightning that strikes is like green and purple, just unnatural.
Ah,
Continues
what?
petting the rabbit,
But otherwise, they're great friends. I mean,
Oh, for
you
and
sure.
it
know,
clears up.
it's just
The moment he says otherwise, it just clears up back to being sunny day and beautiful.
they
I
just
mean,
really value people that can keep a secret.
whether they're nice people or not, this whole place reeks of magic. So I mean,
The entire space you're walking on is magical. In fact, E.
I
So
just look down.
yeah, don't stare hard enough. If you look too hard enough and you kind of see through it, you'll just start falling infinitely, and I'm not responsible for trying to get you out.
This is hurting my head.
Good.
Just,
It was a joke.
you know what? Relax.
I'm
Take a look
gonna
around.
I'm gonna walk right up to like her desk,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like
Taller
from
than
under my hand,
okay.
I'm gonna like from under my arm, I guess, like trying to hide where it comes from.
Sure.
I'm going to minor illusion a stuffed animal of myself and put it on the desk next to her.
Nice.
Okay. Go ahead and are you do you, go ahead and just give me a sleight of hand just for fun.
Sure.
And then what's everyone else doing as you're everyone but Ben and Cielo, you're in a familiar space. You know, you see the little wooden stairs that go up about not even 6 feet, like 4 feet to go up to the elevated section where there's that large study table that you guys have sat around. Uh, you see all the various books and tomes and scrolls and glass cases of various collectibles. You see like glass vases and clay urn, just everything. It hasn't changed much in here.
I'm gonna go play with my alive sloth teddy bear friend.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
so yeah. As you guys start looking for it, Tam sees you and says, "Oh, okay, I got you." She raises her hand, and then she just kind of elevates the sloth over to you, and she puts it on one of the little support columns and just kind of holds onto there, and just very slowly lifts up his right paw and just waves at you, nice and slow.
It was a 25.
Oh, jeez.
25.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So you just kind of plop out this perfect replica of yourself, and she's like, "Wait, do you make stuffed animals too?
Well, made this one.
This is really good work. Can I touch it?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Raya just goes through it. Like, oh, she just gets all disappointed. Hey,
I didn't lie. I made it right now.
yeah, I get it.
It's not fully corporeal, I guess.
That's give me a minute, and you'll see like she kind of sits back and she opens up a drawer and she takes out a large basket, and in the basket there's all manners of threads and needle and yarn and stuffing and all that. And
Damn.
she starts.
Damn. Now, just real quick. Is he here? Is Tappert here?
Uh, Let me see, and she flicks
Oh, I didn't
the
mean to
little
interrupt.
one of the orbs. She flicks one of the orbs, and it's like it rises off of its little resting metal platform, and it starts to glow a little bit. No.
Dang.
Mm, what day is it? Is it Tuesday?
I think so. Man.
He would be giving lectures.
Oh. We
He's a
were
professor after all.
just there too.
Oh, wait.
Well, not at this. We were in that area. We weren't at the
Oh, okay, gotcha.
college, but we were right over by there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm a
No,
student.
You just
Uh,
see,
deception
see-
check.
he's just gonna shake my head like,
Depending on how bad it is, I may use my first D12 merit dice to help this.
And you can see as you guys are
Oh.
talking. So, what'd you roll?
I got a
Uh,
natural
what?
20 for a 26.
Oh, sure.
26. He's like, oh, well, welcome. College is fascinations is wonderful. I still have to finish up some of my credits over there. But anyways, what are you studying? What are you doing? And like she's, you know how like when people like take their thumb and pointer fingers on both hands and kind of like frame the shot and everything. So she's kind of like framing Cielo, getting a good view of him, and then she's starting to you see her mage hands are just starting to stitch feverishly.
Well, you know, I dropped out early. I'm not as. Oh, shit.
Are you one of those? And she puts her goes, bad boys.
I mean, I guess depends on. Well, morality's strange, isn't it?
I mean, I guess so. She's like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you like turn 90 degrees?
Yeah, sure.
Thank
That's my
you.
good side.
She's like, indeed it is, cutie. Continues her hands continue to fever mage hands continue to feverishly stitch. And
Hey, I
Cielo,
like
as you're
this
kind of like
person.
peering over, like looking over, you just see this stuffed animal getting rapidly created before your eyes. That's starting to look oddly a lot like you.
Hey Ben, this person's pretty awesome.
Ben will look at you, look at her, and he's trying to fathom how much magic is in this room. He's never seen this much magical items before his entire life.
And you made an entire temple out of magic. Yeah, I get what you're
True.
saying.
Well,
Yeah,
no. That's one item, though,
Yeah.
technically, if you think about it. It's
Quantity.
one.
I get you.
I'm
I
looking
get
at. It's like,
That was the magic of effort.
and Ben is like really drawn to the books. Like, I wonder what I could find out about the beacon in those books.
You
I
can
mean,
browse.
you're welcome. Make browse. Yeah.
Oh no, Ben's not doing it. No. Ben's like, This is like he's watching everybody first to see what's appropriate. Because one
Walking
of the
into
things
an antique store, scared to touch anything.
one of Ben's things is he doesn't know how to act around other people because where he grew up, right? So he doesn't know what social norms are.
I get you.
So he's looking at what everyone else is doing, and right now he's really fucking confused because you got Rock playing with a sloth, you got Cielo
Animal
over there casting magic up on the thing, and everybody else is kind of picking and prodding and looking around and stuff like that. And he's like, okay.
Oh, but guys, if you need anything, we got some more potions in. We
Ooh,
got
yeah.
some more scrolls in. Your inventory is still, cataloged, but I mean, unfortunately, it's been less than a week. We haven't even had a
We get
chance
it.
to try to do anything with it. So, I know, and she looks over to you, Karos, as her hands are continuously to feverishly stitch. I know you want something cool with the plates. It's gonna take time. We're still looking. We're hunting down somebody.
I
Um,
get it. It's been a long
actually,
week, but I
yeah,
get it.
it's been a long week. Actually, cutie, if you don't mind, you see that chest over there, like on the shelf over? Do you mind? Can you get that open for me?
Sure. Yeah.
You see, like there's this rather heavy wooden chest with some thick metal bar backing and enforcement on it. It's got this it's got stacks of glass vials in front of it. Some books are kind of leaning over and kind of used to just like fall over from the stack and are like laying on top of it. So you have to like clear the way. There's an empty bowl there, and you can kind of see there's some um, residual like brown circling of maybe some pastry that was down there and like forgotten about, but like eaten, but it's just like the residual sweetness that's dried and hardened. And she's like, yeah, if you can get that open for me, that'd be great. Thank you. Just continue stitching.
Uh. Okay, and I just like start picking up the books
Yeah, so you're just like kind of
dramatically.
it's like doing an effort and kind of doing all that. Um, anyone else doing anything? She's just kind of like being her odd tam self right now, letting you guys walk about the store.
Is he gonna be back today at any point?
Uh, maybe. He normally in the days where he's gracing the Lyceum district, he tends to be out for all day.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
I can
It's
leave
it's
a
fine.
message.
No, well maybe we'll see. Uh,
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, we'll check out potions. Any other fun stuff, interesting stuff, but
Wait. You know what? I forgot. He had something. He had something installed. Give me a second.
Oh,
And
okay.
you see that she kind of. This is the first time you've seen her like back up, and she goes instead of like over the counter, she goes behind, and you realize like this large purple backing with like this elegant adornment, uh, is like a is actually partable. She kind of parts it and walks back there, and there's a whole other section behind here that you guys maybe never even realized existed. And she you hear some clattering, some clamming, Cielo and all of you, but Cielo because you're the closest, you hear just like things falling and clamoring and like clinking and ding 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 ding, and there's definitely some sounds of some crashing sounds back there. And she
How did you
kind
get
of
all this stuff?
uh we trade and sell and barter and all that stuff. It's all his. I'm just a store clerk. And then she
She's
comes
being
out,
modest.
uh, and comes out, and she she has this little disc. It looks honestly, it looks kind of like a wooden frisbee. And on it, and she'll look at it and she'll kind of turn it to you guys. And in the center is a beautiful sapphire. And she pushes the sapphire, and you see that it kind of clicks down, and you see four little metal prongs kind of clip up and like grab onto the sapphire, and she just tosses it out, and it kind of and lands in the middle of the walkway. And then you kind of hear this like little and it projects, and she says, "Hey, Tabard, Tabard, Tabard." She says his name a couple times, and then he's like, and you saw his face kind of apparate. He's like, "You, what is it, Tam? Tam Tam? You have guests. They're looking for you. It's the menagerie." And he's like, "Well, okay." And he kind of looks around. You kind of see like him,
I'm
his
in the
head
middle
looking,
of
but he doesn't
class.
see. He's like, um, "Give me one moment." All right, students, continue with the experiment. Make sure you see what happens when you perform the same tune, however, two octaves down, and record any interactions that you see within the different vials before you. That includes ripples, quantities, frequencies, color changes, and I expect you to, by the end of the lecture, be able to tell me the influence that different harmonics have on these various substances. And then you see him kind of look over, and if you have any problems, please address them to Julian. Julian, you will be a student teacher while I take this call. And he walks out. Okay. And he's like, now you gotta get this view. And all that you see is kind of like his neck up, and like the neck is super fuzzy, and it kind of just projects his face. So, hi, what's going on?
Can he see us?
What?
Can you see us? Hi.
You need to get closer. It's got a very limited pickup range. I can hear you.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
hello,
Davis.
Davis.
Yeah.
Hi, hi.
I. You
You
didn't.
are not supposed to be back in town. How are you back in
Correct.
town?
Maybe a longer story. I don't know. How
Okay.
long does this last?
Uh, 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Long story short,
But
we didn't intend to come, or we didn't intend to end up somewhere, and we came back here because it was safe, more or less.
excellent.
We're gonna
Glad
be
to know
heading
that
back
I.
out, but we thought we would pay you a visit and maybe shop a bit amongst your, vast wares. So,
Oh, so you need me to come through? Okay, forgive me. One moment. I need to go into my office, and then you'll see him kind of just walking. You see his head like nodding at a couple
he's like
people, and
FaceTiming us, basically.
yeah, essentially. Mhm, mhm. And then
You
you'll hear
forgot to
the
hang
sound
up.
of the door clamoring, and like you hear the door open, the door shut. You hear the distinct sound of like a lock, and then you see him walking. It's like, I'll see you in a moment. And then Davis, you see, you hear the sound of like two wooden doors opening. You can give me a an investigation check or a perception check, your choice.
Perception 18.
18. It sounds like wooden doors opening, but they sound very light and kind of small. And then you hear them kind of close and click. And then after a brief moment, as the doors click, you see the projection kind of peter out.
He's gonna show up right
And
here, isn't
yeah. And then next thing you see is like one of the wardrobes kind of kick open. Kind of,
Ah,
he?
all
Yeah,
right.
that makes sense. You didn't have to do that. We didn't mean to
No, are you
interrupt.
kidding? Some of my favorite friends and best customers and
Aw.
actually partners in some business.
True. This is
So
true.
you got
and
me for a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh, and
apologies
Tam,
for the
the
intrusion.
prototype works great, and he just tosses it like a frisbee to her, and she just catches it.
First things first, Cielo, who I'm sure you heard gasping a minute ago.
there's
This
so
is
many books.
this is Tabard.
I appreciate the assistance in reorganizing some of our wares. You're very, very kind of you, sir.
He
I'm Tabard.
looks at Tam.
What? I needed him to get. I'm waiting for you to get into the chest. Go ahead and give me an investigation check real quick, Cielo.
In the meantime, I'll also introduce Ben. I'll be like, and Ben also Tabard. These are the newest
Oh.
members of the Menagerie.
So who's missing? Where's Dragnar and Sej then?
They are Dragnar.
Holding down the fort somewhere?
Dragnar is somewhere. We don't exactly know where. He sort of took leave of us as we left town last time.
Dark and brooding type. Got it.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah. Sej has a very important new post as the keeper of the Sunlit Spire, the temple to the beacon, or Surya, I believe Sej would refer to her, out in West Green. Yeah. And by the way, the architect of which is our friend Ben here.
Wow. Fascinating. Pleasure to meet you. Have not been to West Green in a little while, but I have heard rumors of a large holy place
That's the one.
north of the city was.
Yeah, that's it.
Fascinating to meet the architect. I hear it was erected in no time. Now that I see you traveling with this group, I would imagine you had other assistances and capable means.
And I'll be like,
Great.
yeah, it was a year-long casting of the Temple of Gods.
Well, then I hope that I will very soon be able to venture off and see it for myself. And obviously, visit Sej and perhaps
Yeah.
he looks up, bring him one of those because he did have strike a fancy at one of those medallions at one point. Perhaps I can convince him to actually
Little
acquire it
taste of home.
at some point. Yeah, maybe a gift or maybe just a really good bargain. I'm a businessman.
Wouldn't expect anything
Cielo.
else.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I just said I wouldn't expect anything else.
Cielo, the chest is locked, and it's
Because
a
of
complex.
course it is.
And you
Just
look
like-
at Tam and she smiles. It's like,
He goes to open it and it just gets stopped by the lock, and he just like slowly turns once again with the squint at Tam. Like, oh, now I know she's just reading me like a
I mean, and she just smiles, and she knows, and she knows you can get into it. She smiles.
I'm gonna
So,
take my little like lockpick kit out and work on it.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give me a thieves tool. I don't remember if you have proficiency or expertise, but yeah, I'm sure it's
I
on your.
do.
Yeah.
And I got a natural 20 for a 40.
Jeez, you're rolling hot.
Or what is it?
For a 40.
Good lord.
How the hell is that high? Okay, wait.
It's 20 plus 20 because I have thieves tools and a dex, and I'm proficient.
Yeah. You mean he has expertise?
Expertise.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense with
Oh
expertise.
no, that's still only be 35.
That's 35, right?
Yeah.
What?
Sure, 35.
Then why is it? Huh. I just hit
No.
the.
Oh, gloves
on
of
Thievery,
thievery.
Oh,
Gloves of
I'm not-
You
thievery.
got gloves of thievery. Yeah, you got gloves of thievery. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, plus
thank
5 to
you
that.
for remembering my own equipment. I do.
No,
Oh
you're
my God, I
good.
do.
Okay. Yeah,
gain a
so
+5 bonus
CLO.
because it's 15 plus 5. Got you. Yeah.
Yeah, so CLO, you look at it, and this lock, for anyone else, would be a nightmare to open. Like, it
So
is purposely designed to be like a gimmick lock.
so
It's
can I do something cool with it
absolutely,
with a natural 20?
yeah, of course.
So I'm gonna like I'm gonna turn to her with like that same like squint from before, like it's the same one from earlier. And he's just gonna like pick the lock with his foot, but like put a little bit of like his Fey Arcane into it,
Okay.
and like it'll glow quickly pink, but it's like almost not noticeable. But she'll probably see it since she's
Gotcha.
looking at him,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it just
yeah.
like pops open.
You'll see this moment of like where she's like, watching you do what you're doing, and then you kind of put your feet up, and then she kind of leans forward, but the mage hands continue to like feverishly stitch, kind of like, an expedited like laser printer, just quickly, creating the stuffed animal behind her. And the moment you like with like 3 or 4 swift strokes of your toes, and she hears the thing click open, that mage hands just stop, and they drop the stuffed animal. And Tam just looks at you, and she said, "He's a keeper.
Yeah.
He's a keeper. He's a keeper. What do you want for him? I'll trade you anything in the store."
Wow.
And Carlos is gonna look at Ben like, man, how long have you done this stuff?
There's some really good shit in here. Let's not dismiss this
I
out
was
of
gonna
hand.
say, I'm not just saying like that just be fun, but seriously, like
I'm
Ben will
pretty
kind of
expensive.
Ben will kind of smirk. Well, if you would have asked us 2 days ago, I would have traded him. But after that shot he made, I think we should keep him.
that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, obviously, I'm just kidding. The whole you can't buy a person thing. But seriously, he's cute. He's a bad boy, and he's got skills with his fingers and his toes.
Oh, you caught that. You,
A
so
girl's
you
man.
noticed.
I am as I am. I put my hands up.
Okay.
Yeah,
But no, but seriously, can you open the chest now and kind of can you bring it over here, please?
Oh yeah, sure. What's in it?
Okay. So as you open it up, um, what is in it? You see is uh, okay. The inside of it is lined with velvet, like purple velvet, and it's very soft and squishy. And inside of it, there are about there's a dozen little indentions. Most of them are missing. However, one of them still has this like an opaque, slightly translucent, but mostly opaque, uh, like a teal polished marble. Uh, but you can see that it's not perfect. Like most of it is like really beautiful, but there is some imperfections in it. Um, and she said, "Can you hand me that one, please?"
Yeah, sure. Here. I just bring the whole. Is the chest like
It's
too big to
heavy.
carry?
No, it's not too big heavy. It's heavy. So
And
you
you
can try
want
to
me
pick
to
it up.
bring this over there?
I mean, the chest or just the teal one, please.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Little.
yeah, yeah. I'll just do that. I might hurt my back.
Okay. So as you kind of go to grab it, Tabard's looking at her. She's looking at Tabard, looking at him, and you kind of bring it over and you hand it to her, and she takes it, says, "Ah, thanks," and she just throws it in her mouth.
This is weird. This
I've been
place
trying
is.
to get, I've been trying to get to that candy for like a couple months, and no one could open the lock. Thank you. And she gets
Uh,
back.
how come that? It. It's like you locked that on purpose. Are you trying not to? Am I enabling you and eating candy right now?
Yes. Thank you.
Well, I'd love to be an enabler, I guess.
You picked it up. Yes. She locked it so that she wouldn't eat the last
For
piece.
her
Now you
own
gave her the
self.
last. Yes. You see she's like humming to herself, all happy. She's like doing like her little happy dance in her chair while you and Tabber, the guys are discussing her mage hand doing it, and it very rapidly finishes up, and it creates a replica cielo. She's
When
like,
you get
here
a
you go.
stomachache later, don't hate me.
Oh no, I won't hate you. And if I do hate you, I got a rabbit I can punch now. Feeling cute? It's kind of, I'm the cutest rabbit in the world. She's kind of mocking you with it. Ee. Tabard turns. So yes, you're here early, which is by all means always welcome.
Yep.
Stories to tell, but I understood
Well,
you
yeah,
are on
we
a
are gonna.
time.
Yeah, we're heading back out soon, but
Fascinating.
Like tonight soon.
yeah.
Great. May I inquire as to your destination?
Back out in the open plains.
Fantastic.
Rundown.
Yeah, run down.
Yeah.
5-minute version
You
of the
guys kind
rundown.
of sit at the table, run down. Interesting. You mentioned hendecolite.
Yep. By the way, we
Tam.
told Ofum about all this stuff too, just so you know.
That Ofum is a good resource to have.
Good. Glad you
But
agree.
I may have some more information for you. Tam, bring down the bookshelf 7/H, please. And you'll see like the bookshelf, like it just starts to shift, and there's multiple bookshelves just kind of panning through, and then it locks into place.
Yeah, didn't she have some like lazy Susan like thing that like would rotate stuff or something? Like
Oh
magical
yeah, she's
lazy
got a whole
Susan
bunch
thing?
of things.
Yeah.
She's got magical lazy Susans all over the place. She's got an army of stuffed animals that she can animate to do things for her. That girl
She
does the
does.
bare minimum.
But knows how to do all the cool shit. With
Yeah,
minimal effort,
but
obviously.
Yeah. She is so magically inclined that she just lets magic do everything for her. Or she convinces poor Saps to try to show off and get her a piece of candy. So yeah, so you'll see her just sucking on this like jawbreaker like candy. And then the locks into place. And then he grabs it. He grabs a tome. Uh the tome is interesting in that it is extremely plain. A lot of the times when you guys are getting in these places of interesting history and lectures, articles of magic, it's always elaborate book bindings. This is a moderately tanned, leather bound tome that isn't even properly leather bound because you see that there's other leather straps that are essentially like tying it together to kind of keep the pages in place, almost like if they were ring punched and then held. Kind of opens it up. Okay, hendecolite. Hendecolite. Oh, there we go. Okay, hendecolite. Individual who wanted to prove that the gods were phonies.
Yep.
Am I right?
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Name Irion Thule.
Irion Thule. Irion Thule. He puts on his little spectacle glasses that you've seen him put on before. Drops a couple lenses down. Repeats the name Irion Thule. And then you see that the book's pages just flip automatically in front of him. And it stops. Irion Thule, alias. Alias held by one Zygmunt Galus, aka MIB, aka Mage in Black, aka the one who ended the Black War.
So they're one and the same?
Looks like it's one of his aliases.
Huh.
However, give me a moment. Hendecolite. You mentioned you went to a dimension and there was a construct there, a curator of sorts.
Yep.
And it did not know. You said what question to it once more?
Which candidate had passed or whatever this I don't know if there's
selection
like a
process.
selection. Yeah, something like that. Yep.
So Irion Thule was one of many aliases used by Zygmunt Gallus. However, interestingly enough, he did have an apprentice. This apprentice seemingly studied under him for many centuries, as they seem to be of a similar elven lineage. Let me make sure that I'm not lying to you on that run real quick. I gotta check my notes.
Deception check.
Deception check. Eh? 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 I think that is correct from all I can see. So Irion Thule took in a apprentice at one point. Um, given and the name Rocket Galus, that it appears was a promising prodigy in all manners of arcane. The 8 schools were easily mastered, and was a valuable assistant and asset in his studies to prove that the 11 were, so elegantly put, phonies. Cool.
Okay.
Interesting. So it looks here that this uh, apprentice, from what I can see, was one that he found in a village. No mother, no father, no family, living on the streets. However, rumors were sent over to him that the child was dangerous. Interesting. I wish I had better notes as to what the danger was, but I'm assuming it was that it was a young practitioner of magic that did not know what he was doing.
Yep.
Uh, Galus took the child in, made him his apprentice. Fascinating. Um, so something, and I'll try to start flipping through again. Yeah. Galus spent most of his later half of his life trying to prove that the 11 were not the original deities.
So is this before the Black Mage stuff or after?
It looks like it happened after. No, sorry, forgive me. His initial research and studies were during the Black War. He saw little interest in it until he saw it ravaging the lands. And eventually he decided to intervene.
Interesting.
Perhaps going into what I understand as an egotistical individual, showing that one man could do what the gods could not, which was stop this horrible war.
Ah.
Just a hunch. Because, I mean, it is a remarkable feat to understand that one individual was able to stop over 1,000 years of war in one evening. So,
Yeah.
however, this Galus, this Irion Thule, this Hendecolite, as he was so titled, used the name as a mockery to the 11. He is a student of the 11 that will surpass the 11 and teach them that the 11 were, well, not needed. And that simple mortals could do the same job as the 11. I'm assuming this all checks out with certain things that you have encountered.
Davis looks back to the group like, yeah, pretty much, I think.
All right, well, I will put a pin in this and I will try to find anything else I can now that I have some names and I understand that the Hendecolite might actually be of importance for my friends.
One that apparently he left these sort of fragments of himself around or something. You know, the automatons.
Well, fascinating you mentioned that. So it strikes me as a variant of various spells there are the understandings of one being able to transfer their essence into various vessels for the purpose of storing their thoughts, their memories, their identities, and to be able to be brought back should something happen. This could be a simpler version of this, or a different application where they took portions of their memory, portions of their personality. Hopefully, not to venture down in a much more sinister way, but hopefully not portions of his soul, because once we get to fracturing souls, we are starting to talk about lichdom and everything.
Oof.
Which I wish not to. I would like to imagine that the Hendecolite, this black mage, this Zygmunt, did not fall under such late life follies to try to extend one's life into immortality. But we have a name, and I have a book, and I will try to see what my little birds can tell me. Oh.
Sounds good.
But yes, to clarify, it looks like his machinations of proving the 11 wrong were very much during the times of the Black War. However, the time of his mentorship, and that it appears to be that this, this apprentice that later became a valued companion was after. So, but yes, fascinating. Anything else I can do for you, my friends?
Team, what you
Very well.
need? What's the team need?
Tam, if you would, give them a full rack of the latest
Oh,
shipment of healing potions
Ribs.
and
bug ointment. We need bug ointment. Opal.
salves.
Yeah, Opal wanted something. They were getting bit to pieces by bugs, apparently.
The vermin
Oh.
paste.
We can do for attracting or repelling.
Mm.
Repelling.
Attracting.
Oh wait,
Oh, what?
sorry, no. I guess repelling. Yeah, that makes more sense. She'd want them to repel them, but
Very well. Some very well. Vermin paste.
Carl's just trying to prank the
Repel.
shit out of him.
you got pranked, Opal. Oh yeah, a bunch of people died.
Malaria.
well.
It's fantasy malaria. It's insane.
Yes. So a full rack of potions is 12 potions. They will be of the I actually don't remember what the custom one is called. Let me go look at it real quick. Creation. I made a type of healing potion that's in between. Just don't remember what I called them. Healing. So healing potion major. So they're 6d4 plus 6 healing each, and you guys get 12 of them to share amongst yourselves.
Nice.
Oh, sheesh.
So full rack.
I'll just take 2 apiece then, I guess.
So as you guys are venturing into dangerous territories and risking your neck for the benefit of the realm
Yeah.
and its people, it is by far the smallest contribution that I can make. Vermin paste of the repelling variant in a salve form, and then also a quite interesting little perfume-like application. As you see, there's toes with this little like squishy bulb at the end. If you were to squeeze it, pressure changes and sends air, and it actually allows the liquid in the glass vial to kind of squirt out, and it seems to make an effective bug repellent as well.
Like a spray. It sprays all over
Kind
the
of like a
place.
spray, yes. It was interesting little exchange of antiquities from a merchant all the way over from Astrovera.
What is it made of? Say bugs.
Oh, from what I understand, it is the distilled essence of different various insects that have been cooked down and their impurities extracted, then fermented in a liquid, and then made into a sort of spray, jet,
Huh.
a liquid. It seems that
Jesus.
the coating oneself in the dead essence of bugs seems to repel other bugs.
It's like a bug spray.
Weird.
A bug spray, if you will. Yes, fascinating.
Man, that's a
In fact,
lot easier to say than vermin paste, or at least a little more palatable. I guess it's not hard to say vermin paste, but
Fascinating.
I don't like saying vermin paste.
Vermin is a very odd word to say at times. So, well, my friends, if you need anything, always stop by. You are always welcome within Tabart's tantalizing trove.
I'll
Is there?
lean in and whisper to Tabard. I'll be like, also, I don't know if you noticed, Rock's got two things that kind of just orbit his head now. I don't think he's gonna
Yes,
like invite you to check it out, but I think it's cool.
they are quite interesting. I assumed it was just another magical relic that you have acquired in your adventures. As
Yeah.
did not ask me to try to ascertain its purpose, I assume that you know its function.
Just I know you as a curious guy might be interested. That's all.
Yes, but I also do not want to intrude or invade. And he is having a wonderful time with the stuff sloth.
Sloth
Daniel,
is my
like,
friend.
Well, fantastic.
All right. Well, I will need to be heading back through the wardrobe. I have lectures to continue to give. I will see what my little birds can pick up on information on, uh, well, this title known as the Handecolite and anything that history might want to cover up and hide about Zygmunt Galus, the Black Mage, and
Yeah.
maybe some of his other aliases.
Yeah, and you could get a hold of us if you find anything we need to know, right? Because
Oh yes,
who knows?
Tam Tam will happily yell in your heads.
Can't wait. Something tells me she's gonna
Sir.
yell in Cielo's head.
Oh, I think she has a favorite now. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Um, all things being said, it is truly a pleasure to see you again, so my friends. Uh, as always, remember the discount is yours. However, I have a feeling that you need to be going, so safe travels, wind at your back, and he looks over at Al. I'm still waiting for those tunes, boy. And then he opens up the wardrobe, just walks in and closes it. And there's this like weird little puff of like same kind of purple smoke, and the wardrobe kind of jumps a little bit. That's it.
I'll mention to Tam that, or I'll ask Tam like, can we get mundane stuff here too, or do we have to go back into the out and back into the normal place also?
Oh, we do carry, of course, mundane accessories.
Okay, I
Often.
just he'll take out his healer's kit that's got like 3 charges left on it.
Ah, a
It
resupply.
might
Very well.
not even have 3. I don't remember the last.
That's fine.
There's been I feel like there's been a lot of long rests that or not a lot
Sure.
of long rests in the last few sessions to where it's like I don't actually remember if I've used them in a while, but
Yeah, no stress. So she'll look at you. Okay, simple. So we just need some bandages, some salve, some splints, a couple dried herbs, just to restock. Anyone else? This is
Sure.
actually kind of easy.
some rations too. I think I've got 1 day left.
All right. Do you prefer the salty, savory, sweet,
Ooh,
mixed?
salty and savory.
Salty and savory. Very well. Uh, I'll just assume that this will be taking out of your inventory with, of course, the generous discounts. She'll go ahead and restock. So if everybody wants to, you can have a full restock on a healer's kit. So you can clear one out that you guys have. So it's 10 full charges.
Yep.
And she will give you each a week's, so 7 days worth of rations.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'll just deduct that from your house tab. Very well. E, it's good to see everybody. It's nice to meet you too, Ben and Ciela. She winks at Ciela.
Hey, This place is amazing.
This place is the best. I'm lucky to call it home.
Tam, is it?
Tam Tam, technically.
Tam. Do you happen to have any kind of armors? I'm looking for not magical, but I've heard of a armors made of adamantine. Do you happen to have that?
Can check, and she grabs a different crystal ball, kind of spins it around. Adamantine. Go ahead and, for the sake of it, roll me a d20.
Mercantile check.
Adamantine. That's typically it's a rather rare material, so we'll say, but not so rare because he gets a lot of access. So we'll say
I got a
13 or higher.
17. I got a
Okay, so
17.
all right. Actually, we do happen to have some adamantine. Yes, we do. What fit are you looking for?
Uh, I normally wear plate.
Okay, interesting. On that frame, huh? Live, little guy. Okay. Um, we might be in luck. You rolled a 17, so sure. Uh,
I'll say I have my original plate armor I can use as part of the payment, and then I have some money as well.
oh, perfect, perfect. I honestly love exchanging and bartering, so this is up my alley. Let's see. So, all things being said, if you're looking for a plate, uh, okay, I can trade you. I'm just trying to look up costs real quick. I don't actually remember what things
The
cost.
book cost for plate is 1,500, and adamantine plate is 2,000.
Yeah. All right. You slide me over. Oh, you're friends with the friends. You slide me over 200 gold pieces with your old armor, and I think we got ourselves a deal, boy. Mr.
Okay, so
Ben.
I'll pull out the old armor, put it on the table, and I'll reach into my. I'm doing this from my shield, by the way. So,
Yes.
and then
She'll look at
While
you.
you're doing
Look
that,
like,
I'm
and you're
going to. Sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was just gonna say you're expecting her to be like super, I don't know, maybe impressed because it impresses you. She's like, oh, that's cool. Like,
and then I'll pull out a diamond and put it on there.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna try to cut your cost, but I mean,
Well,
She's
you
like,
can
that
do
is
that while I'm talking. I pull out a diamond and set it down.
well, it's gonna be hard to split a diamond then.
Well, I have other things. I just that diamond is worth 300, and I have other things worth 100, and things
Oh,
like that. So
I see your game. I'm totally. I have no idea what's.
basically, what I'm doing out of game is I'm using some of my material costs to pay for this because I don't have a lot of gold.
Well, I put the shofar on the desk. I got this from one of those weird bloody guys, and
Oh,
it's pretty cool, but I'm not sure how much more I'm gonna use it.
okay, okay.
Guys. Here. And then I'll put down 18 platinum and 20 gold.
Oh my god, you've been holding out on us this whole time.
That's most of my money.
Well,
She's like, oh.
I only need. Okay, you said 18 platinum and 20 gold. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
Pam will say,
And then
oh, okay,
I'll
yeah.
basically I'll slide y'all stuff back to you when I do that.
oh,
She's like, oh,
okay.
that's a cool horn, but that covers the cost. That's fair. All right. One adamantine plate, and you'll see she'll clap her hands, and Ben, you will see 4 stuffed animals just animate off of the shelves. Actually, one of them is going to be CLOs. So through 3 off the various shelvings jump down and just start marching, and just head behind this curtains where there's beads. And you hear some clamoring in this, and then like 2 or 3 minutes later, you just hear the sound of like someone in plate mail and plate armor, like horribly failing on stealth checks. Just you hear every step in that, and you see this armor being carried out by 4 of these stuffed animals.
Ben, small me is a harder worker than real me.
If you two want, you can make an insight check for me paying for your stuff. And I have something.
Sure.
Oh.
Why not?
Actually, Ben, with your passive,
15.
that might just, with your
No,
I'll
my
give you your
my
passive
password
20,
is
yeah,
15 or
I think
20.
passive
So
20, yeah.
yeah.
What you get, CLO?
Passive what again?
No, you know, it's what. Just make if you want, you can make an insight check for me putting the money down for the stuff. Since you were just sitting
Sure.
right there.
Not very good at it. 12.
That's okay. Ben, you definitely notice it's like super weird. You know I'm terrible at math, but I had that money figured out real fast. Surprisingly real fast.
Hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So yeah, Ben, a ram, a gorilla, a cielo, and a honey-colored teddy bear are just holding, not very high off the ground because they're stuffed animals that are, maybe about a foot, foot and a half tall, but they're all holding this adamantine full plate armor.
Well, thank you.
Reach down to take it. They
Mhm.
kind of lift it up a little bit higher to you. You realize how heavy it is. It's just, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
definitely no. And I start putting it into the shield.
All right, you just kind of zorp it into the shield, and then the 4 of them just start marching back and start jumping over the countertop and kind of just get in back position. Tam gives them little high fives, all 4 of them. The 3 return to the bookshelf, and the yellow one just sits down next to her.
Hey,
So-
Rock.
All right.
Hey, but Rock.
Yeah.
That sloth is amazing. I love it. You remember that your bag friend gave me some armor way back when?
Yeah. I
Does he want it back? Because otherwise, I could probably sell it to these guys.
no, I don't think returning was part of the. We gave other stuff
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
yeah,
Just
you don't
checking.
need it. That's okay.
Yeah, Tam. Any interest? It's just boring chain shirt. So it served me well. Seemed good. But tell you what, if you want to put a little salesmanship on it, it's a chain shirt that has seen the inside of the lair of a dragon. And gone up against
I
one.
can spin that.
Yeah, between you and me,
You
it's
want
just a
credit
chain
or
shirt,
you want
though.
coin?
I could use a little bit of coin. Sorry to, I know I just gave you some, but
No biggie. We're exchanging. That's 1 transaction.
nope, different
Done.
transaction.
And you
I
see,
definitely want-
Davis, as you kind of approach there, you see that there's a book that's open and just a magic quill just writing down the transaction.
Thus, yeah, okay. The ledger.
Yeah, ledger. All right. Sure. Again, I didn't have
Book
cost
price is
stuff
50.
pulled up today. It's 50.
50 gold is the book price for chain shirt, yeah.
Hey, we call it 40, and if I manage to sell it because it's a dragon, you get 10%.
Nice. I'll take that.
All right. She slides you over. Do you want platinum or you just want gold pieces?
Let's go platinum. Keep it light.
Okay. She gives you back 4 of your platinum pieces. All right.
Thank you much.
Well, I definitely want to come back. I wish we weren't so strapped.
Oh, you guys can come back whenever you want. The doorknob knows you. Just give it a twist.
Well, don't let
Dude,
that
we're open
the little
24/7.
me go disappearing on you or anything, right?
Oh, you disappearing? Nah, you'll be back.
I do like 2 snaps and finger guns at her.
Hey.
She does the same, and then frames you again. She like starts looking again. She's like, what else can I do with this? And whenever you guys are ready to leave, you are welcome to leave, or you guys can
I'm
hang
already
out.
backing out, but I'm like keeping my eyes with finger guns at her tight.
Got it.
backing out slowly.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. I'm good at those. It's okay. 27.
27. You feel the rug, one of the rugs underneath you, just get underneath from you, but you just like no problem. Just kind of keep your stepping,
Yeah,
and you just see Tam kind of squint
I
with a
do
little pouty
like
face.
this. I do this like stupid little like rabbit hop to get away from the tug.
It's like you're good.
I know.
I think she likes you.
Maybe. I kind of like their stuff.
It's a lot to like.
They're pretty cool too, I guess.
All right, team. So how are we getting to Opal, by the way? I think you unmuted and then unmuted and then remuted real fast. CJ.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, double tapped it.
I can get us there. I think should be able to get us there.
Okay. I mean, because there's probably other people in the, like in the Alabaster Lyceum that could maybe get us somewhere if we need to. If you can't, you sure you can?
I'm pretty sure I can. I'd like to try.
Oh boy.
Okay. So what? So the DM can keep up. What is the idea, Mr. Rock?
I mean, I have the teleport spell.
But you
Oh,
need like
okay,
you
yeah.
need to know about where you're going. Like
Yeah. So we've been to the jungle ruin. I did tell them.
I don't think we didn't
where we stood
actually
up.
go to those ruins. We split off
You
from
didn't make
them.
it to
No, but they went right like where we split up, right? We were with them.
where you need to go.
Sorry, you broke up there, Adam. Say it again.
1 second, my headset's acting up. Yeah. So you guys parted ways. I can bring up the map to kind of give you an idea
Yeah, I
where you
thought it
guys
was
parted.
like an hour or two outside of where they were going. Like
Yeah,
it
they had a
wasn't
much.
there, but it was close.
Yeah, they had a much shorter
I mean,
trek.
yeah, close works.
Yeah, there you go. So you guys ventured here, and you could say that you possibly recall some landmarks um, in this area, because you guys didn't take the green path. You guys took the gray path. So you guys made it to like the outskirts of the jungle, and then ventured together. So, and on top of that, you guys have maps and stuff, so you have some sort of
Yeah.
understanding of where you're going. So by all means, Rock, if you want to try to teleport the group, you certainly can.
Yeah, I mean, sure, absolutely.
All right. So, where are you going to teleport the group? Like, where are you going to try to perform the teleportation?
Oh.
So we had sent the message back to right before we split up. To me kind of back in that area for the ruins. I guess that would be like, yeah.
You mean where are we casting the spell from?
Yeah, where are you casting the spell from?
I might as well do it from inside taverns.
I mean,
They're cool with it.
well, maybe not though. Hold on a second. Same plane of existence. Is taverns on our normal plane or?
What?
Good catch.
All right.
Yeah, not in taverns. I don't trust him. I want to go.
Okay.
And then, as far as I can tell from teleport, it's just verbal. So, like, literally just outside of taverns.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine if that's what you want to do. Absolutely.
Just be like, hey, everybody ready? I think I got this. Pretty sure I got this. Hopefully, I got this. I will be okay.
Okay. So, just give me a moment because I'm trying to determine the the destination. So if we bring up the teleport spell,
Yep.
there's no permanent circle.
Yep.
You don't have an associated object from there. You were not very familiar where you were going. You've seen it casually. You've gone through there. You've viewed it once. You've done that. So
Yeah.
seen casually, viewed once. You're kind of in between those two places.
Yep.
All right. Just I want to make sure that you agree and you confirm that being casually viewed once. Okay.
Yep.
So go ahead and just before you roll the 100, go ahead and flip me a coin. Odds, you've viewed
I
it
don't have a
once.
coin.
It was just D2,
Yeah,
D4,
D2.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, you viewed it once. 2, you've seen it casually.
Okay. I'll roll a 6. That's fun.
That's even.
So evens is casually, odds is once.
And pauses. Yeah. 3.
All right, you've seen it once. Very well.
I believe.
I believe in you too. All right. So go ahead and I will. It says DM rolls 100. No, I'm gonna let you roll 100. It's more fun.
I'll
So you
roll
guys
the-
all step outside. Ben, your armor gets put in your shield. Cielo, you have the awkward goodbye with Tam Tam. The rest of you kind of leave. The door clicks behind you. Rock, what do you say to them?
So everyone will be like, hey, like, we'll be good. We were there. I trust. You trust. We're fine. I'll count us down, and then we'll be there.
As you all step outside, the wonderful mix bouquet of aromas of grilling foods, toasting breads, sweet perfumes, all these different odors mix in with some of the less savory scents of, stale, stagnant water, some soot and dirt, animal manures, and alleyway stenches, all kind of not assault, but kind of mix in with your senses as Rock is giving you his idea. He utters some magical words, and before you know what happens,
Oh, and my magical words end with 3, 2, 1. Oh crap!
3, 2, 1, oh crap, and go ahead and roll a d100.
Yeah. Hey.
Off target, but not by a lot.
Woohoo!
Yeah, because 64 to 73, 73, 74 is the break point. All right. So let's see. So as you guys step out and you hear, you have this trust with Rock. Ben, as you step out, you're beginning to say something, and then you start to feel the magic of the scroll start fading as your tongue gets this like pop rock tingly sensation. You and your group, or the target object, appear in a random distance away from the destination in a random direction. Distance off the target is 1d10 times 1d10% of the distance that is traveled. For example, if you are traveling 120 miles, you roll a 5. It's okay, whatever. I'm not going to use that completely, but sure. So roll me just a d10 because you were very close to hitting where you were going.
Nice.
Okay. Very, very close to where you want to go. All right, and now roll me a d8 to determine
Direction.
what cardinal direction you hit. One will be north, I guess, usually, right?
Yep.
And then we go
North?
around. Yeah. Then we go clockwise.
So southeast.
North.
Southeast.
Southeast. Okay. So as you guys feel the wind kind of rush out of your lungs as you hear, oh crap, and then the world just pops around you. And what was buildings and cobblestones and fairway and trading market. All of a sudden, you hear rumbles of thunderclouds, storm clouds. You feel rain start falling on you. You look up and you're in dried plains where the grasses are mostly yellow with some wild acacia trees off in the distance, and then off to uh, above you, when you look off to the distance about 3 or 4 miles, it's kind of easy to judge because of how flat this terrain is. You see the dense, heavily vined jungles to look oddly familiar. And that's where we'll end our session for the night.